Yes, Nelly, go on.
Doc, thanks very much for this session. So I wanted to ask that how long are you supposed to be in the field? Uh, for example, I've been running a restaurant for 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
So is there a particular number of years that you have to first of all be in the market before you are able now to start creating this content?
No.
And all of this, or you can just start at any time?
No. If you remember, the key thing I've been using was, are you excellent at something? Do you command the technical? That's the main thing. Because when you're creating the process calls, you need to be very practical, right? So if it's something you have done and you're good at it, then you can create a course around it, because you also need to use the results that you have engineered for yourself or others to tell the story for that course so that you can market it. So the main thing is, do you command the technical skills and experience and then create it?
Okay. Thank you.
Good. Yes, Ms. Park.
Thank you so much, Doc, for this opportunity. It was worth it, especially the seller.com. I can't wait to try that for that one.
Awesome.
Now, Doc, my question is a bit I don't know, tricky or so to myself. The sense on point 3, where you talk about finding a theoretical gap and fill it with your technical experience. Now, how could we relate this point to a product that's a physical product?
Yeah, it's the same thing. Why did you create the product? Who do you create the product for? Why do you think that they are going through stuff that they don't know how to sort it out? That's a gap. Because if anybody is going through a problem and they cannot solve it, it means they're ignorant that a solution exists. So you as an expert or the entrepreneur, you know that, okay, this ignorance exists here and the product can sort out it. And that's why research in the physical product is very, very important. Guarantee that the problem actually exists in the market. Talk to your potential market. And another would advise, if you are launching a new product for the first time, talk to at least 200 people in your potential target market and ascertain that actually these gaps exist and this my product can fill the gap.
Okay, Doc.
Good.
Oh, thank you so much.
All right. Yes, Clinton.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Once again, thank you, Doc, for the session. It is worth it. Doc, my question is, for me, I'm a public health specialist. I work with the local organization, local NGO, and most of my experiences have been in the field, working with communities to see how we can solve indigenous problems using indigenous methods. These are methods that most organizations, international NGOs and local NGOs have been using. Yeah, I'm passionate and have built some small expertise and still building on that. I don't see it actually is something I've been doing, but bringing out the modules or teaching on some of those areas or developing maybe an lesson from that. I don't see the areas really feasible, because most of the things that already have been programmed by most organizations and local organizations around.
Give me examples of what you do exactly. Give me one of the rules that you do.
Okay, for example, we do a project on malnutrition where we work in communities to identify malnourished children, teach the parents on how to prevent malnutrition, how they can manage.
Hold on there. Can you, if you sit down now with me, I have a daughter, and my daughter is malnourished. Can you teach me how to work with my daughter as a parent to stop that malnutrition? Can you do that?
Yes, sir. Very well, sir.
Have you not seen the course?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's it. That's the niche. That's a niche. So you can do a course on, the course could be 6 techniques to stop malnutrition among kids between 0 to 7 years old in Cameroon.
Wow. I didn't think of that angle.
Good. And then that is an ebook, or that is a video that you record it, you teach it very well, you give practical examples, you mention things that they're going to know, you mention soya beans, you mention things that you know that they're around them, that they can use, give them quantities, give them the things that you know, okay, do it 3 times a day, 4 times a week, do this and all of that. That is a process. That's a process course you have there right there.
Wow.
And many parents are going to buy it because they don't have time first of all to come to the hospital. You can even do another course on how to 5 elements indicating that your child is malnourished. You can do that, right?
Yes, though.
Don't you know that there are many parents that they don't know whether their child is malnourished or not? They have no idea. I don't think if my daughter is malnourished, I would know. I think I only assume that because her food is guaranteed every morning, I know that she's eating well. But she can still malnourished and I have no idea because I don't know. So you can do an ebook on that, a 10-page ebook selling for 1,000 francs, and you will buy it all over Africa and Cameroon. Those are 2 courses you have under malnutrition there right now. The first course can be how to detect malnutrition in kids, maybe between 0 to 10 years old.
It's true though.
Your course number 2 could be how to conquer malnutrition locally or using local food. For example, because you're assuming that you are not doing for the high class who can afford it. You are doing the course for the middle class and lower class. You are doing the course for single parents who don't have money to buy sophisticated food. Okay, how to conquer malnutrition among kids in local communities or for local parents, for example. You see, and that is a course. You're going to create impact. You're going to make a lot of money. What else do you do?
Wow.
Give another thing that you can do, or another role that you do in the community with the people.
Okay, in the community, we first we train parents too on managing malnutrition, and we train parents on managing some local prevalent diseases, how they can just manage it before it gets to complication, or especially where the health system is collapsing.
Exactly. So you can do a course on malnutrition management techniques, and you can even do the course for community leaders. You can do a course for health NGO leaders. There are people who run health NGOs, they don't know how to manage malnutrition. They can buy the course from you and go use it in their communities and teach and create impact to thousands of people while you're sitting in your house and smiling. Right?
Yes, Doc. Well, it's true, Doc. My point when I was bringing this is because most of these modules have already been programmed.
Who programmed them?
Ministry of Health and Public Health and some local NGOs.
Is the private sector consuming it? You are talking, okay, let's do a sample here. And is there anybody here who has ever heard that there's a malnutrition caused by the Ministry of Public Health here? Raise up your hand. Let's do a sample right now. You're going to see something. If there's anybody here that you know that there's a course by a local NGO or the government on teaching parents on how to manage malnutrition, raise up your hand. Do you see that practically nobody? Miss Pastor was already up.
Yes, Doc.
That is the private sector for you.
Okay, Doc.
You are just assuming, but the private sector is big enough. The private sector is big enough. So you need to create yours as a professional. And you must have discovered gaps in what the government has created. You must have discovered gaps in what other NGOs have created. So what are you doing with it as a professional now? That's the point.
Wow.
You understand?
Yes, Doc. Thank you very much. I understand.
Awesome. All right. Any other question? So let me tell you guys, in this dispensation right now, people are looking for ways to improve lives. They are massively, and people say that, oh, Cameroonians don't do this, Cameroonians don't. Majority of my consumers are in Cameroon. Just be good at what you do. They will buy it. Just build a good brand around what you do. They are gonna consume it. Not to talk of other African countries. Not to talk of you start doing paid ads. Start doing paid posts about what you have created. That's how you multiply your money. All right, everybody. I know I've given you a lot of information, a lot of it. My challenge you is start small. Even if it's an ebook that is 3 pages, do it and send to me for review before the 15th of March. Create something of your own. Create it. If it's a 10-page PowerPoint presentation, do it and train among your village people and record it. And let's see. But by all means, start something. As long as you are good at it, as long as you know that you command expertise in it, do something. Don't sit and wait. Yes, Solange.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everybody.
Good
Sir,
evening.
I just want to say that in the tuition fee, we have this problem of reading. Children are in class 6, they cannot read. So I wanted to ask, how can I do a Zoom? Because parents send their children
Okay.
They said the children, they are French people, they don't know how to the parents of the children in doing that, but I'm not in their houses.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Now in your case, it's a two-way thing, right? You can monetize your corporate experience physically and digitally. Yours is going to be more impactful physically if you are doing after school programs, you understand? But you can also go ahead and create a digital product. It could be a course, it could be an ebook, where you can teach. The course can be for parents. The course can be for parents on how parents can teach their kids at home how to read and write. Because some parents may not be doing that because they don't know the pedagogic process of teaching their kids well to do that. But you can decide and democratize that process of teaching kids how to read and write. And you can do that for parents. Okay, any parent maybe during PTO, you go promotion on Facebook or social media, wherever you are, and you promote, okay, this course is for a parent who wants to be a teacher at home, learn how to teach his or her kids how to read and write, right? So you're not attacking two-way. So parents who want to send kids to you, they can send. Parents who have time to teach at home, they can buy a course, learn how to teach at home, and become teachers for their kids at home. Understood? Yes, Adele. Hello? Adele, are you there? Unmute yourself. Okay, maybe it's an error. Yes, Adele, talk. Okay, I cannot hear her. I don't know if it's an error. All right, everybody, that is it for today. Please get to work. I would like to see some things that people have created before the 15th of March. I'll really be happy to see that you have. And as I said, it's not difficult. Just start it. Just start it. And just learn, do your part and learn as much as you can and click around, okay? That. And this is gonna be good, better. If you don't have a laptop, please plan and get a good laptop. It's important for this kind of, you cannot do this kind of business purely on your smartphone. Yes, you can use a smartphone to some extent, but it will not be that effective if you are using your laptop, okay? Do that. And if you can get an internet modem, it's good. If you have a good phone that has good hotspot, like I'm using my phone right now to connect hotspot in my laptop. I always use my phone. The phone is too good. It's good with hotspot, right? It's good. but I'm planning to install internet in the house of Camtail and all of that, because it's necessary to have all the good appliances that can do the work well. But start gradually. Start with your phone and grow from there to a laptop. Have a laptop here and do that. It's going to help you so much in this career. All right, people. Thank you so much. Have a great day ahead. And I'm waiting for products and results and activities you guys are doing between today and the 15th of March as a free gift for coaching and helping you start this path. All right, people. Cheers.